Hello everyone and welcome back to part 2 of my building basics tutorial. And to start off with, I'm actually going to show you all how to add the roof to this house because it's going to bother me if there is no roof. Plus I really want to finish out this porch as well. So we're going to go to the columns because this is a covered porch. If you don't feel comfortable making a covered porch, you can just take any picket fence and plop it up there and ta-da, you're done. And you can just leave it at that and then add your roof to the sections. But I wanted to show you all, it's really easy with The Sims 4 to add a covered porch. It also makes your roof just a little bit easier. So just pick out a column that you like. Any column will do. Like I said, we're not going on a budget for this house, and then just plop them down where you think that they would look. And typically I choose where they go based on how it looks. If it looks like it's going to be structurally sound, you can add more, you can add less. Sometimes I don't add the ones that go to the wall, but because of the way the stairs come up, I thought that it was appropriate to add those. So now we can add the roof. And what I actually want to do, not that it matters, is if you take this and then just make it so that it's actually like a roof there. So now you can see what it kind of looks like a little bit better, excuse me. So now for the roofs, I'm going to try to make it look exactly like the roof does on this house plan that I chose. It's a pretty simple roof, but it does have a couple complex patterns. So anyway, I'm going to start off with this this side, and I'm going to do these roofs. And The Sims 4 also makes it so much easier to do roofing because you basically just plop it down and then you have the freedom to rotate it and pull it any which way that you wish. So that's the first corner or side, and then there's also that little one right there. There's also a much bigger one. This one stacks them up quite a bit. So let's see. I think if we put it there, we should be good. It goes all the way to the edge and kind of swallows the roofs up. So now we'll pull it all the way to the end. Now, as you can see, that kind of makes our house look a little bit awkward. So what you can do is click on it and you can pull it down until you think that it looks decent. But then you're going to have to adjust all the other roofs so that they sort of fit in, which is again pretty easy to do with The Sims 4. It was much harder with The Sims 2 and The Sims 3. So there's that, and now we still have this little piece and this piece right here. And here we go. This, spin it around and pull it all the way here and then pull it over. Let's see if this looks okay. This is kind of how it is in the, it's actually more of a, let's see if I can think of what it is. I think it might be better off this direction. We'll just have to adjust it. Like I said, again, that Sims 4 makes it much easier to do that. So let's pull that up maybe just a little bit. How's that look? And, you know, you can change it up if you don't like the way that it looks, and I'm not really digging the way that goes, so I think I'm actually going to change it and maybe use this. Let's see how that might look once we get it all the way over, and then lower it down. No, that's even worse, I think. So we'll delete it again. And I think we'll go back to how I had it the first time. It didn't look too bad that way. It just didn't look exactly like it was on the plan, but you know, it doesn't matter if it's exactly the same. Whoops. Got to clicking too many things at one time. So now we'll just bring that down here, and I wonder how it looks, if it matches up. No, I'm not crazy about that. So we'll lower this all the way down so it's kind of like a flat roof. Then one thing that bothers me about the hipped roofs in The Sims 4 is this like indentation here. Drives me crazy for some reason. So I like to go here to the roof trims, and I usually pick this one, and I just put a white border up so that it kind of, you know, makes it look a little bit more solid. But now there you have it. That part of the roof is done, and we just need to add a little piece right here, which I'm thinking you can't really see it, but I think that that would look really good like that. So that is how I'm going to keep it. And then you can actually hit the dropper tool and you can pick out different shingles. But first I'm going to actually pick out the exterior wallpaper for the home so that then we can figure out, you know, what kind of shingles would go best with it based on the color. So you have your different categories: paint, wallpaper, tile, paneling, masonry, rock and stone, siding, and your miscellaneous category. Depending on what kind of house you want, you can either go with brick or siding, and I think for this home we're going to use siding. And I'm going to use the wider slats, and I'm just going to pick a light blue because that's kind of the color that it is in the picture, and then I'm just going to go around. And now when you have The Sims 4, you can color it by tile, or if you want to, push the shift key and then it will paint the whole room. So just go around and touch each room up, and then once you've gotten the rooms, you've got to do the roofs. That you do not have to push the shift, it just automatically paints the entire roof section that color. So now we can also change the foundation if we would like. You've got different brick and stone and also kind of like siding as well. So depending on what style home you're doing, you know, you can pick out kind of whatever you want. For this one, it looks like there's going to be a lot of plants around the base, so I think I'm just going to pick a simple flat panel out. And again, you have to go around to each room, but it doesn't matter. You don't have to push the shift key. It just automatically paints the entire room. So there we go. And now we could pick out a different color shingle because those are a little light for my taste. And I think since this is a country home, the scalloped roof would actually be really cute. Let's see what the gray looks like. What does the black look like? Oh, it's a little dark. The brown wasn't actually too bad, but I'm still not crazy. What about this country carriage house one? Those are a little too big. Oh, here's another one. Happy Haunts. But we only have 2 colors for this one. But I actually don't mind that right there. Let's see. We can always go back and change that too. Again, it's all about preference. Let's see. Do I like the way that that looks? I actually kind of liked these weathered ones, but I don't know that I liked them in that color. I wonder if there is another kind of a blue. I think those looked a little too weathered. Let's see. Ooh, really bright blue. Don't want to go quite that bright. What about, you know, I think I like this one personally. So there we go. And now we can move inside, and we're going to put in some wallpaper and some flooring. And this is generally when I like to turn the G off because it kind of gets in the way when you're trying to see what kind of flooring you want. Again, when you go to flooring, it's just like the paint tool. You've got different categories that you can choose from. Now the exterior porch, I'm going to do a white wood so that it kind of matches. And if you want to rotate which way the slats go, you can use the sort of arrow keys. I'm not really sure what they're called, but I'll add a little thing so that you know what I'm talking about. In this case, because the front stairs are this way, I think the slats should go that way. That will make it a little bit easier. And now on to the interior. We'll start off with the flooring, even though we started with the wallpaper on the exterior. It really doesn't matter which one you do, but since we're already on the flooring, I like to do wood flooring in my houses for the most part. But say you wanted to do tile for the foyer and wood for the living, and then maybe tile again for the kitchen and the bathroom, you know, you're free to choose that as you wish. So just kind of have fun with it. I think we're going to go with this flooring. Let's see. What does it look like? Yeah, I really like that floor, and I think we're going to rotate it. I think it should go this way. Yeah. That looks much better. And I'm going to do it in all of the main areas except for the bedrooms. I'm going to do carpet in the bedroom and of course tile in the bathroom. Although you can do carpet or wood in the bathroom if that's what you like. You know, like I said, the decorating part is really just your own creative style, and you've kind of got to figure that out on your own. One thing that has helped me to choose styles and stuff, I like to look up online and look at like interior design pictures, and sometimes I will, you know, Google like a specific style, and then I'll Google the room. So say I want to do a shabby chic living room, I'll Google that and it'll show me a bunch of different pictures, and I can pick out the one that I like, and then I can try to replicate it as best as I can. Or if I wanted to do a modern living room, industrial living room, all kinds of things like that, I can just pick and choose. So for carpet, let's see, this is going to be the guest/kids room type thing. So I think we're just going to do gray carpet in both of the bedrooms, so we don't have to spend too much time on the wallpapers and floors, because again, say we started off with this, but down the road when we start decorating, if we're not happy with it, it's really easy to just change it. The Sims 4 makes those types of changes really easy as compared to some of the other Sims games. I like to use just simple paint, but I do occasionally use wallpaper when I'm doing a nursery or a kid's room or a really fancy house sometimes, or even say if I want to make the house look a little bit older, I'll pick, I love the rose one, looks kind of like a grandma's house to me. This is also a really cute one for nurseries and stuff, but we're gonna stick with just paint, and for now I think I'm just gonna pick some neutral colors. So let's see what this one looks like, because we can always go and change it. Like I said, if you want to paint the entire room, hold the shift key, and I kind of like that. So let's do that for the foyer and the living area, and we'll also do it for the hallway to keep them a little bit more uniform, which if you want to do a different color in each room, you know, go for it. For the bathroom, that actually really matches, but I'm going to pick one of these bathhouse ones that is actually made to go with it, and I just need to pick the right color. Yeah, that one goes with it. So there we go. And I like this tiling a lot. It reminds me of like an older style Victorian home kind of. And those are my favorite types of homes. So now in this big kitchen dining room area, we need to pick another color. And lighter colors are really good for kitchens. They add a bit of brightness to it. I don't know if I quite want to go with the yellow. Let's try a couple different ones. Excuse me. Could do brown. Could do blue. I don't know, I kind of did like the yellow, but let's try this green. The green is really pretty. So let's go with that. And now on to the bedrooms. Again, like I said, if you don't want to do paint, you can switch it up and do something else. I want to do sort of a peaceful color in the master bedroom, and that wasn't too peaceful looking. I love purple, but I also kind of like to do neutrals because when you have men and women, you know, you want it to kind of work for both of them. This is a really nice color. It's a really nice blue, still kind of neutral. And then for this bedroom, because I'm not sure if it's going to be a boy or a girl living in here, if it is a kid's room, it could be either or. So we're just gonna go with something, I want to do something neutral but not too dark. So I'm looking for like maybe this brown color. Yeah, I think we should go with that. That would look nice. So now this particular home plan that I picked out actually has the furnishings on the plan so that you can kind of do it more quickly. So I'm not going to furnish the entire house with you all because again, like I said, the furnishing process is creative, but I'm going to show you a little bit of build buy mode, or buy mode. We've already been looking at build mode that could help you when you're furnishing it just a little bit. You can sort your objects by the function, so you can pick here comfort, surfaces, plumbing, activities and skills, decorating, kids, lighting, electronics, appliances, and storage, or you can sort it by room, which I think I personally use this area a lot more. So you know, when you're doing the living room, you can just pop right in here. But say you're decorating the living room and you know there's something in buy mode that you want and you're not finding it, you can just pop over to the function and say you know it's under decorations, because sometimes I've found when you sort it by room you only get a handful of the decorations, so sculptures and then like plants. But say you want clutter, you just have to go over there and sort it, kind of do that. And so I'm going to kind of decorate this, and what I'll do is I'll speed it up so you all can see me doing it, but I don't think that you need to see me do it in real time. And once the interior is done, we can move to the exterior and talk about landscaping a little bit, and then you will have built your very first home. So hope you all enjoyed that. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the decorating.